Man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Kispert in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Kispert. McCollum outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu, a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
It's time to see which teams made the adjustments that can give them the edge. Some conference pride at stake here, too.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Outside, Alexander-Walker. We played just over a minute here in the first. Back to McCollum. There's the three. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice D from Curry. Now here's Butler. 15 in his last outing. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Pass to post. Now Butler. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Here's McCollum. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to post. Now here's Green. Back to post. This one for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Kispert outside. McCollum looking it over. Shoots over Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Moody. Now here's Curry. McCollum defends. Curry against McCollum. Now post. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Post has got 5 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. He shoots. Warriors with the rebound.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Butler passes to Curry. To the middle. Here's post. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Outside Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Uses the glass on the layup.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The Warriors lead by 7. Curry looking it over. Outside Moody. Now Green. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Green missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Okongwu, a screen on Butler. Kispert, the pass to Okongwu. Good work defensively by Post.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Curry. Outside for Butler. Kispert with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Here's McCollum. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And using incredible balance and coordination to outduel his opponent, McCollum is no stranger to contested shots.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Over McCollum. And the Warriors miss again. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Johnson. Curry with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And he lays it in on the break.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 7.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Post. Now Butler. Lets a floater go. Kispert with some nice D. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now Alexander Walker, guarded by Post. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Post. Post has got 4 rebounds now. Butler passes to Curry. Here's Post. 7 points in the game. And here's Butler. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Oh, stop it in there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Corey Kispert. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Free throw good. Green. We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
Some teams need to make changes. That's no question. But now isn't the time for GMs to start making knee-jerk reactions.
Outside Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. And that one is hammered home.
Just a great follow-up move by Daniels. Coaches love guys who are ready to fight for the play.
Horford outside. It's stolen by Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. Kuminga against Johnson. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Kuminga. Can't get it to drop. Johnson with the defensive effort. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Porzingis. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the triple.
slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Green against Porzingis. Green, the pass to Kuminga. The kick out. Curry takes a three. Drops in the three. Curry's got 5 now.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Inside. Here's Johnson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Now here's Porzingis. Still no points. Back to Daniels.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And another basket for Atlanta.
Daniels.
Now Curry. 5 points in the game. We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, oh, he is the X factor.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Brute force on that interior. Jonathan Kuminga, let's just say he's a special athlete, folks.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Melton in for Curry. Atlanta also making some changes. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Krejci comes in for Johnson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Alexander Walker. Here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Daniels outside. McCollum outside. Outside Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McCollum. Lets it fly. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Pajimski. And here's Melton. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Butler. Porzingis grabs the board. Hawks trail by 6. Now here's McCollum. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Pass to Daniels. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Melton passes to Butler. Horford right side. Melton outside. Off target from outside. Porzingis surveying the floor. Pass to McCollum. Here's Gay. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. C.J. McCollum is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. Now here's Kuminga. Pass to Pajimski. Here's Horford. McCollum defends. Melton outside. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Hawks trail by 6. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie. Hey, Horford from range.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
Now the Hawks with it. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Outside Porzingis. Back to McCollum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Warriors lead by 7. Pajimski with it. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento. Pass to Butler. And Butler inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Now McCollum. To the inside. To the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. The 3 is up. Gay misses. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Pajimski. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Butler on the attack. JP.
Yeah, an assertive move there by Butler, shaking off his defender and finding the bucket.
Now here's McCollum, defended by Pajimski. McCollum, pass to Krejci. Pass to Daniels. Right side Porzingis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, the versatility of Porzingis, able to strike a number of areas.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Melton. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Daniels outside. Out to the wing. Porzingis against Horford. Clock at 6. 18 feet out. Porzingis misses. The Warriors lead by 11. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. Out to Kuminga. The 3 from Curry. Curry splashes it in.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Daniels outside. Porzingis sets a screen. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Butler.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Daniels against Curry. Outside for Butler. Screen by Horford. Lets it fly. And again, it's Golden State.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Daniels. A 17-point game for him in the win against Denver.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
Here's Porzingis. It's a 16-point game. Will it go? And Atlanta misses again. Golden State has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Right side, Butler. Kuminga finds Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
First free throw is good. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Podziemski. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Kispert comes in for Krejci. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels.
One of the toughest players in the NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. 1 more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. The first free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe. Johnson against Kuminga. It's stolen by Green. Oh, there's the alley. Now here's Kispert. He's covered closely. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Up top, Curry. McCollum defends. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Curry. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
So it's the Warriors now, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Johnson against Butler. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
And Curry is so cool under pressure. Doesn't allow physical coverage to throw him off.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Podziemski. Daniels is checked in for the Hawks. Hawks trail by 16. Kispert, the pass to Johnson. To the middle. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Melton outside. Back to Curry. Down low. Horford against Okongwu. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Curry. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Green. Here's Melton. He had 19 points in the win against Sacramento. Outside Curry. Moody from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Now here's Daniels. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Six on the shot clock. The kick out to Johnson. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Post is checked in for Horford. Melton against Daniels. Left side Curry. To the paint. Melton, right side. Stolen by Daniels. Pass to Kispert. Back to Daniels. And stolen by Melton. Outside Moody. Here's Curry. The 3 is up. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Over the past month, here's the best in free throw shooting. 5th, Stephen Curry.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
Daniels outside. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul, second team foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Onyeka Okongwu, 1 shot.
And that one misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hawks trail by 21. Kispert outside. Now here's Okongwu. Back to Kispert. And here's Moody. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Pass to post. Curry with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Buries it from 3. Moody's got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu. And here's Daniels. Melton covers. 5 on the clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shoots over Curry. And Atlanta misses again.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Green, the pass to Melton. Now Curry puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Kispert. No points so far. The kick out to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Curry. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's covered by Curry. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
On the wing, Curry. The crossover. Back to Moody. Over Kispert. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. What a game from deep. Making 5 trays. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And looking around the league as we welcome you tonight. Lots of action unfolding. Let's check it out. It's the New York Knicks. Fourth quarter now. They need to make up a 7-point deficit. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better as he gets older? Man, it goes a long way to his work ethic.
Yeah, his pregame is some people's game. And you know what we like to say? He makes it look Steph-effortless. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Hawks. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season.
Checking out Atlanta, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now here's Butler. And it's in there. Butler's got 14 points.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Picked up by Okongwu. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Here's McCollum. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
And the Warriors shooting the ball 70% in this game. Curry passes to Butler. Curry against McCollum. From outside the arc. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 22.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's McCollum. Nice D from Moody.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Here's McCollum. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Now Curry. Outside, Green. McCollum against Curry. Nifty move. Rebounded by Johnson.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Pass to Moody. They set a pick. Back to Butler. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Butler's got 16 points now. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. McCollum outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Butler with the ball. McCollum covering. The kick out. Curry. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 25 points.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
McCollum against Curry. McCollum outside. Kispert on the wing. Outside Johnson. Picked up by Okongwu. A deep 3. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got his second basket.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Butler, a screen on McCollum. Fires for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Okongwu. McCollum outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Warriors have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Green, the pass to Curry. Outside Moody. Green, a screen. Beyond the arc. And Moody is good for 3. 9 points in the game.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And for Jalen Johnson, a long wing type, going inside is always a good play.
2 shots.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity?
First one falls for him. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most health and motivation.
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
The first one falls.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
And both free throws good for Green.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
Kispert outside. Back to McCollum. Banked it in off the glass. And that's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. BA, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Kispert outside. Back to McCollum. And there's a 3-second violation. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Second, Jalen Johnson, and of course Dyson Daniels.
The assist totals from both of these guys have been unreal. They've been putting on a show offensively recently.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Hield comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Podziemski subbed in for Moody. Now here's Curry. 30 points in the game. Horford, a screen on Okongwu. Here's Hield on the take, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Coming in hot, Buddy Hield makes a big play to the hoop, and it pays off big time.
Kispert outside. Okongwu, a screen on Curry. McCollum against Curry. McCollum, the pass to Kispert. Three-pointer, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Now here's Curry. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. Up and in from the low block. Alexander Walker's got 6.
That's about as good of a look as you're going to get. Nice execution.
Now here's Podziemski, covered by Alexander Walker. Curry passes to Horford. The shot won't fall. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. McCollum, the pass to Okongwu. Curry against McCollum. Johnson on the wing. Over Kuminga. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
It's Pajemski on the wing. Pass to Curry. Outside heel. Horford against Okongwu. Good D by Okongwu. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. It's stolen by Kuminga. Right side, Pajemski. Outside Curry. Horford, a screen on Johnson. For 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 35.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Johnson against Kuminga. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. That shot is off. Horford with some nice D.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Curry with it. Give him 35. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Part of the 2007 draft. Al Horford continues to be such a valuable player, Richard.
One of the oldest guys in the league. Horford gives you shooting and passing in that front court. Off the floor, well, he's probably even more valuable as a mentor.
And he knocks down the first one.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Horford hits them both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Pass to Krejci. They kick it out to Porzingis. The wide open shot is on the money. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket on the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Melton finds Curry. Horford outside from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Melton, still without a bucket. Pass to Curry. Back to Melton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Melton's got his first points of the game.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. Good work there as it goes. Porzingis has got 8.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Horford. Back to Heel. Screen by Horford. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Here's Daniels. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis.
Hey!
It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. They've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. Screened by Horford. And it's Hield missing. Well, the Hawks shooting the ball at 48% so far. McCollum, the pass to Krejci. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Melton. Kuminga down low, working on Porzingis, and out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And here's McCollum. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
Here's Melton, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Pass to Hield. From downtown, on target from range.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
Now McCollum. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Six to shoot. Porzingis sets a screen. Let's go with a three. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Melton against Daniels. Crosses over. Out to Kuminga. Back to Melton. Hield, a screen on Daniels. From deep, Melton. Another three for Golden State.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
There's a screen. Here's McCollum. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Daniels outside. To the left side wing. Porzingis against Horford. Now here's Porzingis. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds now. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Outside Pajemski. Outside Hield. Shot from 12. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to Heel. Horford outside. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Melton. Over Daniels. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. McCollum with it. Kuminga defends. Gets stolen by Heel. Melton on the wing. McCollum with a steal. Pass to Krejci. Melton on the double. For 3, McCollum nails it from 3. McCollum's got 15 points here in the second half.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Daniels against Melton. Shot clock at 6. Horford, a screen on Daniels. Melton passes to Hield. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. McCollum against Hield. An easy 2 on the layup. McCollum's got 26.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Porzingis against Horford. Melton outside. Horford, a screen on Daniels. Back to Horford. Hield for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
McCollum against Horford. It's stolen by Hield. Melton with the ball. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Pass to Horford. And here's Melton to win the cold spell. Johnson with the defensive effort.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Krejci, the pass to Daniels. Here's Krejci, guarded by Hield. Here's Krejci, clock at 2 from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kuminga's got rebound number 8 now. It's Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Melton. Horford, a screen on Johnson. Melton against Johnson. Pulls up, high post. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Porzingis. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
That's just too easy for Porzingis. He just powers through that contact.
Daniels against Melton. Outside Hield. Back to Melton. Pass to Hield. To stop the drought. Knocks down the long J. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
Daniels against Melton. Here's McCollum. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Now here's Kuminga. The shot that time not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Krejci. And it's good. 2 points.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Golden State has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Melton. Back to Pajemski. Melton passes to Kuminga. Shoots over Johnson. Atlanta with a rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Pass to Horford. And here's Melton, covered by Daniels. Takes it inside. Can't cash it in from close range.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Horford outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside heel. The 3. Sinks it from distance.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Count it. McCollum's got 28 points for the game. Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Daniels against Melton. Horford inside. Pass to Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Horford. From deep, Melton. McCollum pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Krejci. On the wing, Daniels. Melton covers. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Hield. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
3-pointer Kispert. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Pajemski. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just, enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right. Thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Starting at point.
Now these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with McCollum, and it's Kispert in at the small forward. Just 2 to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out. Atlanta with the ball. Johnson finds Alexander-Walker. And it's McCollum in the corner. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by McCollum. Johnson's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Atlanta. Outside Butler. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Back to Curry. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Hawks with possession, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they played with outstanding energy, communicated well, and were very disruptive defensively.
6 on the shot clock. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Curry. McCollum, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to post. Here's Curry with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Alexander-Walker with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. And Johnson now top of the key. Kispert dishes to Okongwu. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, remember, Okongwu can drain these kind of jumpers, especially off the catch.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Johnson. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Back to McCollum. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And it's blocked. Now, here's Moody. Defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Post. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Defended by Moody. Kispert, the pass to Okongwu. And here's McCollum for three. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. To the middle. Here's Post. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Outside, Green. Outside, Butler. Fires the three. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Butler. Curry finds Butler. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
To the paint. Kispert dishes to McCollum. Okongwu down low. Post covering. Alexander Walker passes to McCollum. To the inside. Johnson. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Butler. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Sacramento.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now, here's Johnson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Now, Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. High post shot. Curry with some nice D. The Warriors trailing. Green kicks to Butler. That's to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by Golden State. Okongwu with a screen on Green. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
I mean, big guys have to be ready for this. Okongwu knows it's going to be a fight inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Horford comes in for Quentin Post. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moody. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Stolen by McCollum. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Now, here's Okongwu, guarded by Horford.
So much strength from Okongwu. 6'8", 235. He's a strong guy.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And that one falls for Okongwu. And Quinn Snyder entering his third full season as head coach of the Hawks.
Well, before this, Quinn had a good 8-year run as coach of the Utah Jazz, which ended when he resigned. Most coaches have a tendency toward being fired instead, but he quickly moved on in Atlanta.
The Hawks leading by 4. Now here's McCollum, still without a basket. Inside, here's Kispert. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here is Butler. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
McCollum, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Outside Butler. To the paint and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now McCollum. Okongwu with the screen for McCollum. They grab their own miss. Kispert finds Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Tries again. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Butler on the way. Back to Curry. Pass to Butler. To halt the run. Cans it from downtown.
There's the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Green. Hield comes in for Butler. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 3-point lead. Porzingis at the elbow. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford. Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaching?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
And he makes the first. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And so he hits both. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, The Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Podziemski finds Kuminga. Pulls up on the wing. Horford, no luck.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside Daniel. To Porzingis. Over Horford. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Daniels. And the Hawks lead by 7.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
To the inside. Here's Kuminga. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Not afraid of mixing it up inside. Kuminga knows he has the agility and skill to beat the defender.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Melton. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. To the middle, here's Horford. Oh, and a jam by Horford.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. So it's the Hawks now. It's a three-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Butler, he's checked in for Golden State. And the Hawks making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by Porzingis. Shoots the three. McCollum, no good.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Kuminga, screen on McCollum. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by McCollum. 4 on the clock. A fader. Kuminga, no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Daniels with it. He's defended by Podziemski. Screen by Porzingis. Melton against McCollum. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Hawks on top, up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Horford, Kuminga out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Melton in at the two-guard position. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks leading. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Mr. Porzingis. Back to McCollum. Looking to get it going. Pajemski grabs the board. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Butler finds Pajemski. Back to Butler. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Hawks shooting 43% for the game. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
The offensive rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams that are going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
That free throw, no good. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
And he sinks the second. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Outside, Horford. Horford with the screen on Porzingis. Here's Pajemski. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Pajemski's got 5 now. The Hawks leading by 3. Cullen passes to Daniels. Over to the wing. Porzingis, that's a 2. And again, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Melton. Outside, Kuminga. Up top, Pajemski. Over McCollum. Shot by Pajemski, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Curry's checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson's checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Horford. Outside, Kuminga. From downtown, Porzingis with the rebound. Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And here's McCollum. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeAnthony Melton. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Podziemski finds Curry. Horford with a screen on McCollum. It's Curry outside. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Porzingis with a screen on Curry. McCollum against Curry. Back to Daniels. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum.
3 points.
McCollum's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Curry dishes to Horford. Back to Curry. Horford up top. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Here's Krejci. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks. Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Back to Porzingis. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Horford with a screen on McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 9 points.
And he's on a good pace here for three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Daniels passes to Porzingis. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
McCollum against Curry. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound, Atlanta. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Krejci, defended by Kuminga. Outside Daniels. Outside, Porzingis fires from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Podziemski with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to Horford. Horford sets a screen for Curry. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Porzingis kicks to McCollum. Daniels a screen on Curry. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Curry. McCollum against Curry. McCollum no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Down low. Here's Horford. Outside Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry gets the bucket.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Krejci. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Porzingis passes to McCollum. Fires the three. His shot misses. Curry with the defensive effort. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry for three. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Post is checked in for Horford. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Butler. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brandon Pajemski. Outside Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Melton. Here's Green. Green with a screen for Curry. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Johnson against Green. Melton passes to Moody. Back to Melton. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lets it go from 14. Kennard for 3. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, Kennard's percentages from 3 are insane, and he's consistent. He does it every year.
Melton sets a screen for Curry. Melton against Kennard. Melton's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. And here's Kennard. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Lets a floater go. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Kispert.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Curry. Okongwu grabs the board.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Here's Curry. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
6-second difference between the shot and game play. Curry with the steal. Gets it done in the paint.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Now, Alexander Walker. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks lead by 14. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, but we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
Just moving the ball, you can confuse and frustrate a defense.
Yeah, so many of their points have come off assists, executing at a very high level. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The Hawks leading by 14. On the court for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. C.J. McCollum out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Kispert in at the three, the small forward. Here's Alexander-Walker, defended by Moody. And here's McCollum for three. Warriors with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Now, here's Butler. T right on him, and he comes up with the deuce. Butler's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors. Pass to Kispert. Inside, here's Alexander Walker.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Back to Curry, beyond the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 19 points.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
McCollum against Curry. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first three shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Curry. On the clock. Fires at the elbow. That's short off the rim. Warriors trail by 10. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Guys?
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Right side, Butler. To the inside. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Kispert, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Kispert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
McCollum against Curry. To the paint. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Johnson outside. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now, here's Butler. He has 6. To the middle, got a piece of it. Bounce pass from post, and it's Butler with the jam.
That's just a solid play. One of Butler's favorites.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. They led by as many as 18 points. Green against Johnson. Here's McCollum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
And even when McCollum is inside and well covered, he's a threat. This is a guy that is always in attack mode.
Green with a screen for Butler. Outside for Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Alexander Walker passes to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Down low. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's McCollum. And here is Okongwu. 7 points in the game. Okongwu with a screen on Curry. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Okay, wow. Okongwu. Unreal.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Warriors, 4th. Number 5, the Hawks.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
McCollum against Curry. Pass to Kispert. Back to McCollum. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Inside, from 8, Curry. Up top, Moody. Defended by Alexander Walker. Moody finds Butler. Pocket 6. To the inside. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, there's that playmaking ability on display. Butler is such an unselfish teammate.
Johnson dishes to Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. McCollum outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Look, a leader both on and off the floor. You can tell McCollum's teammates really look up to him.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Warriors now. 6-point game. McCollum against Curry. For the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 30 points.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
For the tie. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Okongwu with a screen on Butler to the paint. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick man. He moves really well.
Horford with it. He's got 5. Pass to Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Podziemski's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Collin passes to Alexander Walker. And here is Johnson, guarded by Green. Inside, here's Okongwu.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Outside Butler, stolen by Kispert. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Podziemski. He's got 8. Outside, Green. Curry looking around. There's the triple. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 4. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. pays off on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Pajemski, covered by Okongwu. Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Hield comes in for Butler. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. Here's Krejci, covered by Hield. To Porzingis. Over Horford. Here's Gay. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Kennard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Warriors trailing. Now Melton. He gives the team some steady offense. A bit under 10 points a game. Hield outside. For the tie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Daniels. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
First free throw is good.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
That one drops. He ties it up. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Daniels. He has 5. Lays it up and banks it in. Daniels has got 7 points.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Pass to Kennard. Outside Daniel. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead. Outside Horford. On the wing, Melton. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. He had a nice open look right there. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Porzingis against Horford. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. Krejci, no good. Now here's Melton. Here's Kuminga. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Hawks on top, up 1. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there, Jimmy Butler. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Horford. And it's Podziemski in at the 1. And so it's McCollum with it. It brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Krejci. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And he nails that one right through the net. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis, is hot tonight, putting on a show.
To the hoop, Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Al Horford. And so Butler nails both of them.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
McCollum outside. Pass to Krejci. Back to McCollum. They set the screen. Shoots over Podziemski. And a great move by McCollum.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
Outside Butler. Now Jackson Davis. By Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Daniels with it. Porzingis with a screen on Melton. It's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Jackson Davis finds Melton. Outside Butler. Back to Melton. Clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Podziemski. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. McCollum against Curry. McCollum passes to Krejci. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Curry. McCollum no good. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. The fadeaway. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum passes to Krejci. Back to McCollum. Driving to the basket. And he lays it straight in. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Horford kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Yeah, Butler's certainly not shy seeking out contact. He can live at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, when you talk about Butler, his toughness is what comes to mind first. This guy plays hard every second he's out there. A throwback type of player.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Hawks. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Here's McCollum. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Butler. Kuminga with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
McCollum against Butler. McCollum passes to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Porzingis has got 21 in the game.
Expertly executed pick and roll by Porzingis, dropping into a good scoring position right off the screen.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Green, he's checked in for Al Horford. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Luke Kennard. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. To the inside. It counts, and the foul.
Defensive.
And it goes on Draymond Green.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
At the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State, trailing by 2. Pass to Butler. Excellent D there by Johnson. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Porzingis kicks to McCollum. Alexander Walker on the wing, guarded by Curry. Porzingis against Kuminga. Releases from 15, and that one comes up a bit short. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Johnson outside. Pass to Okongwu. McCollum outside over Curry. The Hawks again can't hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Butler with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Okongwu against Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. On its way from Curry for two. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson outside. McCollum against Curry. Right side, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And here's Johnson outside. It doesn't go for him. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry kicks to Melton. They set the pick. Pass to Butler to take the lead. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Not necessarily a staple of Butler's game, but they're reminding the defense he can drain it from deep.
Now, Alexander Walker. Now, here's Porzingis, defended by Kuminga. Okongwu with a screen on Kuminga. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Okongwu.
Well, give Okongwu credit for staying locked in on the basket, refusing to let the defense throw him off.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Warriors with some changes. Quentin Post is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for DeAnthony Melton. Kispert's checked in for the Hawks. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Butler from outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Porzingis. Over post. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 4. And that one's good. Green.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, Kispert. Johnson with a screen on Butler. Kispert, the pass to McCollum. He takes it in, uses the glass to finish the layup. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Left side, Butler. Curry outside. And the Warriors, another 3.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. McCollum. Curry with the steal. Curry on the move. And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
McCollum with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Curry against McCollum. 5 to shoot. Puts one up for 19. Butler with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
McCollum against Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Takes the 13-footer. Johnson rips down the board.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. And Butler running the floor.
Look at the hustle by Butler on the fast break. Jimmy plays the game at full speed.
McCollum up top, guarded by Curry.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hawks, CJ McCollum. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And so McCollum nails both of them. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Butler, defended by Kispert. Now post. Here's Butler. Shot clock at 3. Draymond. Missed on the 3. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson. And he banks the layup in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Butler outside. On the wing, Green. Covered by Johnson. Butler outside. Here's Curry. Launches it. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Stephen Curry. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, CJ McCollum. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within single digits. 24 seconds left in the game. Green outside. Stolen by McCollum. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Okongwu. And down goes the 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
CJ McCollum. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And they recover it. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Jimmy, let's talk about defense. What clicked for you down the stretch?
We was locked in on our schemes. I think we did a great job of our rotation in our second effort. But all in all, man, we executed on both ends in the fourth quarter.
It takes everybody. Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.